forecast for the last week in September, September 26th through the 30th. And weather looks kind of soggy to start the week, although not a lot of heavy rain, not a lot that's going to accumulate to much rain, but definitely kind of some dreary days over the next 2 to 3 days. And then a really nice end to the week as we head towards the beginning of fall. So we take a look across the country. The reason we're going to have a dreary start is this upper level low, and we'll show you this on the upper level map as well here, but definitely kind of swirling low pressure system. Most of the significant rain and energy with this has shifted offshore, but this will set us up for the chance for showers, particularly today and Wednesday, probably the most numerous showers, but tomorrow, a chance of a shower in the afternoon as well. Won't be entirely wall-to-wall showers. We could see a peak of sun or two, but for the most part, will be cloudy for the next 3 days with a few showers as well. Also, you can see the beginnings of Ian down here across the Caribbean, which we're going to make a little bit of a mention of. I don't think it's going to affect our weather, but we do have to keep a close eye on it. Certainly major impacts, particularly concerned about the west coast of Florida currently for that. If we look across radar, you can see this is kind of spotty with the surface reflection here. We are going to be kind of a little bit warmer today as this warm front's going to move through. That'll give us, that'll be the focal point for some showers today. And then as we kind of get into the upper level leftover part of this trough as it heads across, that will give us a chance for showers tomorrow and into Wednesday. Again, I don't think we're going to see significant rain out of this, but we definitely will have a chance of some showers, particularly in the afternoon on Wednesday. The showers could kind of pop up as we get into the coldest section, at least aloft of the system. Here's that trough you can see across if we look at the upper level here, and you can see that we're definitely big ridge across the west, big trough across the east. It's slow moving but not stuck, so this will move on after the next few days, but it's with us for the first half of the week. Then we kind of get into the transition between the two. The weather's nice in the transition between the trough and the ridge as the ridge heads in our direction. And then we'll have to see if we get into this ridge or not as we head towards the weekend, second half of the weekend into next week. And also whether in that ridge building in does give Ian a chance to kind of slide up the coast, the remnants of it. By then, not much will be left of it except for some heavier rain. We'll have to see. Some the models want to scoot it out to sea for the first. This is the first part of next week. This would not be affecting us until probably Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, somewhere in that range next week. So this is way out forecast-wise. Some of it wants to shoot it out to sea. Some of it does give it a chance to come in our direction. Either way, it shouldn't be a huge deal, even if it does head up the coast. By the time it gets to us, just some heavier rain showers. Okay, here is Ian. As you can see, it is starting to really get organized here south of Cuba. It looks like the track is probably going to take it over the very western part of Cuba, where it will become a major hurricane kind of in the eastern Gulf of Mexico. And then it kind of rides up along the coast of Florida. A lot of vulnerable coastline here on the west coast of Florida. Looks like hopefully the storm is going to maybe weaken a little bit before it makes landfall, but definitely a big concern for Florida, and then certainly tons of rain for the southeastern United States, so that'll obviously be a concern as well. But like I said, not really our thing to look at as we go forward. Excuse me. Sorry about that. 5-day forecast, weekend, our work week forecast today, light rain. Today's probably the day with the heaviest of the rain, even though it's light. And it should be off and on. I think today will be basically cloudy. Not impossible. We could see a peak of sun, but very intermittent. Today's the warmer day. It kind of has a bit of a muggy feel. We started off quite warm today in the mid-50s. We're going to get to the mid-60s overnight, so we'll have more of the clouds in the afternoon. This is true for both Tuesday and Wednesday. With sprinkles in the afternoon, more numerous sprinkles Wednesday, I think, than Tuesday. Temperatures trend down just a little bit. We're in the low 60s, not much, but a little bit. Overnight will be a little cooler as I think we'll clear out overnight. A lot of times when you get in these upper level systems, the heat of the day brings the clouds back out, and then overnight, for the most part, the clouds go away, and that gives us a chance to drop back into the mid-40s. Thursday, as everything clears out, we are in kind of a cool section, in a cool pool of air. So even though we're sunny, we're only in the mid-50s, not quite as cold as like last Friday. But a nice day, though, on Thursday. Just a bit of a fall feel to it after starting in the 40s. Friday morning, we'll have to keep an eye out. Frost is definitely a somewhat of a possibility on Friday morning, as it didn't really materialize this last Saturday. So still sort of in the growing season, although we're losing sun quickly. So if you've got anything growing now, ripen that stuff up and get it inside, unless it's the hardier vegetables. Temperatures do rebound, though, Friday. We're up into the low 60s once again. Really nice day on Friday. This is the kind of fall days that we're looking for, and we should have a repeat of this, something similar on Saturday, it looks like, as well. So in terms of your work weekend, or sorry, I should say work week highlights, but your work week highlights, lots of clouds and a light shower for the first part of the week. sunny end to the week. First, for a frost chance on Friday morning, I'll give you more details on that as we get closer. I'll send a text out about it if I think it's likely. About a third to 2/3 of an inch of rain total over the next 3 days, so pretty limited. I would say it's actually more likely like a third to a half inch of rain. Some of us might not even see a third of an inch of rain, so it's not like it's going to be rain wall to wall over the next 3 days, just a little bit of rain. And then Ian most likely stays to our south, and definitely all week it will, but we'll make an approach to start next week, probably in that Monday, Tuesday frame. Looks like the most likely chance for Ian to make a bit of a run at us. And like I said, right now it doesn't look that likely. All right. Thanks for joining us or joining me for the forecast. I will be back on Friday with an updated look at your week or with a look at your weekend forecast. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. And thanks for supporting my channel. To my patrons, I want to give them a quick shout out. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, I would encourage you to do so and help us make sure you don't miss any of my videos. All right, we'll see you on Friday.